Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Tama and the Habit of Resting His Chin on My Hand. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Tama never announced his habit. There was no special moment, no clear beginning, no dramatic reason why he started doing it. One day, his chin simply found its way onto my hand, and from that day on, it never truly left. It usually happened during the quietest parts of the day. I would be sitting on the floor with my back against the sofa, scrolling through my phone, reading something unimportant, or sometimes doing absolutely nothing at all. Tama would walk over slowly, not in a rush, not demanding attention. He never barked or pawed at me. Instead, he would sit down right beside me, adjust his body carefully, and then, very gently, rest his chin on my hand. The first time it happened, I thought it was an accident. His chin felt warm and a little heavy, and I remember freezing because I didn't want to move and disturb him. Tama sighed softly, the kind of sigh that sounded like relief, as if he had finally found the most comfortable place in the world. From that moment on, it became our small, silent ritual. Tama's chin wasn't large, but it carried a surprising weight. It wasn't uncomfortable, just enough pressure to remind me that he was there, trusting me, choosing me. Sometimes his whiskers tickled my fingers. Sometimes a bit of drool would sneak out, and I would laugh quietly, pretending not to notice. What amazed me most was how intentional it felt. Tama didn't rest his chin on my leg, the couch, or the floor. He chose my hand. Always my hand. If I moved it away, even slightly, he would follow it, adjusting himself until his chin found its place again. There were days when I felt tired, stressed, or lost in my thoughts. On those days, Tama seemed especially aware. He would come over earlier than usual, place his chin on my hand, and look up at me with calm eyes, as if to say, I'm here. You can slow down now. I started noticing how my breathing changed when he did that. My shoulders relaxed. My thoughts quieted. The world became smaller, softer. It was just me, my hand, and a dog who trusted me enough to rest his head there. At first, I thought I was comforting Tama. Later, I realized he was comforting me. As weeks turned into months, Tama's habit became part of my daily life, like morning light through the window or the sound of traffic outside. Friends who visited would notice it too. Why does he do that? They asked. I never had a clear answer. He just likes it, I would say, smiling. But deep down, I knew it was more than that. Dogs don't place their heads anywhere without reason. Resting the chin is an act of vulnerability. It means lowering defenses, exposing the neck, trusting that nothing bad will happen. Tama wasn't just asking for comfort. He was offering trust. I began to pay closer attention to the moments when he chose to rest his chin on my hand. It wasn't only during calm times. Sometimes it happened when I was anxious, tapping my fingers unconsciously. Other times, it happened when I was sad but pretending to be fine. Tama didn't need words to understand. He read the language of my body better than I did myself. One evening, after a long and exhausting day, I sat on the floor and stared at nothing. My mind was full of unfinished tasks, worries about the future, and quiet disappointments I hadn't shared with anyone. Tama walked over, looked at me for a second, and then placed his chin on my hand, heavier than usual. That night, I didn't move for a long time. His breathing was slow and steady. Each inhale and exhale felt like a reminder to breathe with him. I realized then that Tama wasn't trying to fix anything. He wasn't trying to cheer me up or distract me. He was simply present, and that presence mattered more than any solution. Through Tama, I learned that animals don't love loudly all the time. They love in small, consistent ways. They love through habits, through quiet choices, through showing up again and again without asking for recognition. I also noticed how careful Tama was. If my hand was busy, typing, holding a cup, or carrying something, he would wait. He would sit nearby, watching patiently. The moment my hand became free, his chin would follow. It was his way of saying, when you're ready, I'm here. In a world where everything moves fast and demands attention, Tama's habit taught me something precious. Connection doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be sincere. Tama's habit of resting his chin on my hand may seem small, even ordinary, but it carries lessons that reach far beyond our daily routine. In today's fast-paced world, where people are often distracted, overwhelmed, and emotionally distant, his quiet gesture reminds us of the power of presence. From Tama, I learned that love is not always expressed through grand actions. Sometimes, love is simply staying close. It is choosing to be there without conditions. His chin on my hand taught me that offering comfort does not require fixing problems. It requires listening, patience, and trust. This habit also made me reflect on our responsibility toward animals. Pets are not just companions for entertainment. They are emotional beings capable of empathy, loyalty, and deep connection. When we welcome an animal into our lives, we accept the responsibility to respect their emotions, understand their needs, and provide a safe space where they can express themselves freely. In our daily lives, we can apply these lessons by slowing down and paying attention to our pets, to other people, and to ourselves. Take time to be fully present. Put the phone down. Notice small gestures. Respond with kindness rather than impatience. Build trust through consistency, not control. Most importantly, Tama taught me that humans and animals grow together. When we treat animals with compassion, we become more compassionate ourselves. Their quiet love shapes us into calmer, kinder, and more mindful beings. And sometimes, all it takes to feel grounded again is a warm chin resting gently on your hand.